Man, you know what sucks is we have like the worst divisions to talk about today too. Just like, yeah, there you go. You're good.
The worst division.
For sure. This is like the most boring. I feel like this is the dog days. Like we were all excited that football's back, but it's actually not.
What division are we on?
The South.
Oh.
Talking about the South. Just
The
turn
AFC
it.
South
Just turn
is-
the episode off.
The AFC South is kind of interesting.
Is it?
Yeah.
Bums.
The NFC South is like there's
Bums.
Two teams that could
Also
potentially do
bums.
Bums.
And the Mariners. Just, for all they do is
Dodgers.
lose now.
Dodgers, baby.
The Yankees
Swept
started
the
winning
Padres?
again. Ooh, Ozzy, get mad. The Padres
Yeah.
got swept.
Swept, baby.
Oh.
First place feels good.
Ozzy's angry.
Look
so
at that.
angry.
I could feel the anger from here.
Radiating in waves.
Sorry, not sorry, Ozzy. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah.
The San Diego pride on the other side of the room. Just.
There's football going on right now.
Not football that matters.
Yeah, but still, there's football going on right now.
I'm just like, I'm angry. I'm angry because of the Mariners. I'm angry because mostly the Mariners. I went to turn on on the road, and they are terrible on the road. And I went to turn on the Mariners game. They're already losing 6-0, and I just turned it off. I was like, not dealing with this. Not dealing with this today. There's other stuff I got to do. Like, I'm not also going to be in a bad mood watching the Mariners lose.
Fair.
So, just like soon I'll be able to be in a bad mood because the Seahawks are losing every game. So it'll be different.
I think they'll do it.
We're talking about that next week. Let's talk about this week right now. Welcome to the house, episode 48. If you need homeless or at-risk youth services, you can take it to my house, 300 North Willow Street in downtown Wasilla. Bryan.
Yeah.
Isaac, that's me, also here.
Accounted for.
Is there any like sports stuff that we should talk about before these previews that we missed?
No, the Dodgers are the greatest.
And the Mariners are.
Except for they couldn't beat the A's, dude. I thought that was so weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
The games were so weird because they would come in and then they'd get in the lead, but they couldn't finish out the game. I don't know what that was.
I don't know. Must suck to have your team in first place.
First place, baby.
Mariners were there for one day, tied, and then just the Astros aren't even good. The Astros aren't even doing good. The Mariners just can't win on the road. They lost 2 out of 3 to the Orioles, who are garbage. The Mets were like 1 win in their last 10, and they played the Mariners like, that's a get right series for us. And they are have they finished losing to the Phillies tonight, or is the butt whooping still ongoing when I record this? I don't know, but the Astros are getting killed by the Tigers, so that makes me happy. 7-1 Phillies, top of the 7th. Good for us. 40 games left. So much time for them to just not even make the playoffs. Just again. I don't know why. You know what happened is I had hope. That's what happened.
No, it's not.
As soon as I had the hope, Bryan, that's when this started. I knew all season I'd been saying not allowed to hope. And then they were like 9-1 in their last 10, and I was like, no, it's okay this time. This time it's okay, but it's never okay.
This could be a great segment for like one of those commercials for medication, like a spoof one for like dealing with the Mariners.
Bro, no spoof needed. I'm gonna need actual medication.
Side effects may include false hope.
I'm gonna
Please call your doctor immediately if you say the words Mariners are going to the World Series.
I didn't even say that. I just said they were gonna make the playoffs. I need actual medication. There's no spoof involved. Shout out, no free shout outs, but Big Pharma, if you want to contact us, get me on something if I'm going to have to keep watching this team.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the AFC South, Bryan, it's super interesting division. Not really. I If it was up to me, we would just gloss over this and spend 2 weeks on both the West divisions because that's where our teams are, and those divisions are actually interesting. But instead, I have to talk about the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, let's talk about them.
Okay. They have no one. They were bad last year.
They have. So the Tennessee Titans defense has always been historically like really gritty. It's the scheme that they run. They do a lot of disguises and stuff and throw some teams off. And I also think they're a perfect trap game scenario where teams go in feeling like we're going to steamroll this team and maybe we don't need to show up in our best performance to beat them. And they end up in a lot of gritty games. They've had terrible quarterback play for the last 2 or 3 years now. I really like Cam Ward coming into this team. First number 1 overall pick this year in this year's draft. I think he's looked really well. I like how honest he is because I think that this team desperately needs a leader that can look them in the face and be honest with them. He went on the podium and said that our offense is really mid right now. And
listen, long term, I'm not down on the Titans. Like, trajectory wise, I think they're in a good place. But if we're talking about 2025 preview,
but they're still going to have a top 5 pick.
Yes. And you need the quietest season imaginable.
Yeah.
This was the Bears' problem last year, is they got their QB of the future, and then everyone was like, are the Bears actually going to be good?
Are they back?
No, they're not.
They're not.
They're super not.
The Titans are far away from being back, but I like the pieces that they've added. I've never agreed with the Vrabel firing, but I think they could be on a good track. I mean, if you don't have a franchise quarterback, you don't have a team. And so if Cam Ward even shows a little bit this year, they can check that off and really start building this roster.
That's all you need. And I don't expect anything. Like, this is a 7-win ceiling team.
Yeah.
In my mind.
Ceiling, yeah, for sure.
I mean, floor
1,000%.
Floor is low.
Yeah.
Let's
talk about
someone else. Anyone else.
Liam Cohen, baby.
This is
the Baker Mayfield resurgence OC.
Yeah. This is a team that I think the Jaguars are kind of in the same position as the Cowboys are. And like the Cowboys have had like a super long runway of like, this is your window and now it's finally coming to a close. I think the Jaguars haven't had that like time of like, we were supposed to be good, but like last year was so bad that it's kind of like either show us that you're a team that's supposed to be competing right now or just start over again, dude. Yeah. Like, they got to get right quick.
Well, the problem is that you have Trevor Lawrence, who was a number 1 overall pick, and he's had flashes of looking like a number 1 overall pick, but he has not been consistent. And that's really hard to be competitive if you don't have consistent quarterback play. Sometimes he comes out and he lights the field on fire. And then other times he looks scared. I'm going to check down every time. And then when I check down every time, we're not moving the chains. However, though, I do like Liam Cohen. I think that he can unlock something in Trevor Lawrence. He had a really good preseason outing, which it's preseason. I get that, but any step in a positive direction for the Jaguars right now is a very good step, I believe. And so, you got a first-year GM who went out and made a huge splash in the draft and went and got somebody that's very electric. I'm super interested to see how Travis Hunter plays and how they use him, and is he going to be more wide receiver? They're coming out, obviously, and riding that hype train and saying, yeah, he's going to play both sides of the ball, blah, 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 blah. But if I'm a coach going against that and I know that you're putting your number 2 receiver out there, I'm going to run go routes on you all day. I'm not even going to try to throw it to you.
Put Travis Hunter on offense and just be an NFL team.
Yeah.
I don't actually, if you see him on both sides of the ball, it'll be because they are either winning by 1 million or getting their show wrecked. Like this is the NFL.
Yeah.
It is not possible. I mean, prove me wrong, But I don't think
it'd be cool.
It'd be really cool, but I don't think it's possible for someone to see regular reps on both sides of the ball and be effective in a
something's gonna slide.
Yes.
In that. And like I said, that's what everybody keeps saying too, is just, if I know that you're primarily using him at wide receiver, which is what a lot of camp has seen him at, and then you put him on defense, I'm going to run you down the field 3 plays in a row.
Yep. In my mind,
or I'm going to crack
he plays wide receiver. That's what you got him to do. And you need your quarterback that is supposed to be the quarterback of the future to have a confidence building year that results in you making the playoffs.
And Bryan Thomas
a
Jr.,
weapon for him to throw to.
Yeah, and he needs Bryan Thomas Jr. needs somebody else to take some attention off of him.
Based off of last season, clearly.
Yeah.
Clearly.
And the only part that's really up in the air for them is their running back situation. I don't know what they're doing. Stay away from Travis Etienne.
I think we both made that mistake last year.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not doing that again. I'm not doing that again. No.
What's crazy is he was RB3 2 years ago.
Yeah,
that's an insane slide.
Yeah,
insane slide.
Yeah, there's a lot of players in Jacksonville that need to have a get right year.
Yeah,
for sure. The Texans? You want to talk about the Texans next?
The Texans. So
they're in a weird spot. Every team in this division's in like a weird spot, except for the Titans, who are supposed to be bad.
Yeah. I mean, they have God, dude. I just don't. I think CJ Stroud, I think a lot of what he struggled with was play calling last year.
Mm-hmm.
There were some really weird plays called, like we're going to run every time on 2nd and long and different stuff like that. And to have the season that they had and still finish 10-7 makes me believe that they can take a step in the right direction. They tried to rebuild the offensive line.
With varying degrees of effectiveness.
Right. So I don't know, though. They still have a very shaky wide receiver room outside of Nico Collins.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The Texans, I think
they're a playoff team with a first round exit. That's what I feel the Texans are.
Yeah.
And that's what they were last year.
Unless the Jags take a huge
step forward,
reversal and step forward of last season, then the Texans are still basically the de facto AFC South champions.
Yeah.
The Titans don't have it, and we'll get to the Colts here in a second, but this is about as paper thin as divisions come.
Yeah. What's scary for the Texans, I think, is I don't feel like they're taking full advantage of having a good quarterback on a rookie contract.
Oh, and I don't think that the team has gotten better.
Yeah.
Like you look at the Commanders, right? Mm-hmm. They've had some departures, but you see them like, we were really good last year. We have a rookie quarterback that came out of the gates looking like he could be a top QB in this league.
Yeah.
Our window's here. We need to start making additions that make this team better. And the Texans, after last year, I don't think have had as much movement in the offseason as where kind of their position justifies. Like now is when you overspend on those contracts because you're saving money with your starting QB.
Yeah, and I think in their eyes they were badly coached. I mean, you don't see many 10-win teams fire their offensive coordinator.
Not when it's the beginning of their window.
Right.
Not when you're a team that's in the Texans' position.
Yeah. I feel like they really feel, for whatever reason, that they are a couple pieces away from being a contender.
And I don't
see that either. So it's very interesting to see what they do.
How long do you want to spend on the Colts here?
The Colts are a dumpster.
That haven't even won a preseason game. Colts.
Yeah. Are we fully on bust watch? I think we've been on bust watch, but are we ready to consider Anthony Richardson a bust?
Unless something miraculous happens this year. I mean, this should be the year where if he is not he doesn't like. He's past the point of like you need to take a step. It's like either you lead this team to a miracle playoff berth, or
at
we
least,
gotta restart.
At least even being in the hunt. I think with where this team is at, if we're not even in the hunt,
then you kind of got to restart.
Yeah, and I mean, you don't. I mean,
this team hasn't been good for how long now? How long since the Colts were last relevant? Probably the last healthy season that Andrew Luck played, which in his career was not many because the Colts ruined probably the most surefire quarterback prospect of all time in Andrew Luck. Yeah. And I feel like they're still paying for their sins that they committed during that time. At least the Titans are like, okay, the Titans are going to be bad, but you like the way that they are going. They are at least now trying to swim in the correct direction. The Colts are lost at sea.
Yeah.
And so, their boat needs to be burned.
That's the hard part too, because what if they come out and they win like 7 or 8 games and end up not in a top 5 pick? Then what are you doing?
So first game,
I mean, they won 8 games last year.
Man, you kind of look at their schedule though, and is this not like the easiest schedule in the entire NFL? Dolphins, Broncos, Titans, Rams, Raiders, Cardinals. Did any of those teams finish above 500 last year? The Broncos, and the Rams, but the Rams are having some problems right now.
Yeah,
I mean, keep going. Chargers, Titans, Steelers, Falcons. They have to play the Chiefs. They have to play. Like, I wouldn't even look at the Seahawks and Niners. They have the Seahawks and Niners back to back. Both those teams could be like 4-win teams in those weeks.
That's what's scary about this team is because, like I said, they could come out and win 8 or plus games and end up back in the 14th pick.
No, but I still have no faith in them.
And right.
I think what makes it crazy is like
I think by week 6 the writing will be on the wall. Daniel Jones will go out there, and you'll still be in purgatory because you're getting like a mid first round pick, or you're trading your entire future to go get a quarterback when you shouldn't have drafted Anthony Richardson 4th overall.
If you are not a 4-2 team after you play the Raiders on October 5th of this year, you need to sell everything and restart in the middle of this season.
Yeah.
Because this schedule it's embarrassing how easy this schedule is in my mind.
It's a layup. Outside of the Broncos, like
who do you got?
We're going Texans, Jags, Colts, Titans.
I'm gonna say you're putting the Titans in last.
Yeah.
You know, I really want to give Jacksonville the number 1 spot, but I was
go Panthers, Bengals, Texans. Oh, this is Jaguars.
I'm gonna say Texans, Jags, Titans, Colts.
You're putting Colts in last?
Yeah. If I have to pick a team to surprise, let's say the Titans pick up a few extra games and like beat the Colts, and let's say the Colts suck. Because I picked the Jags to be a playoff team last year, and I was very disappointed. This whole division was disappointing last year.
Yeah.
So until someone shows me that they're an actual football team, I have no faith in any of them, honestly.
Fair enough.
Speaking of teams I have no faith in, the Falcons. Start from the bottom.
Why don't you have any faith in the Falcons?
I don't know. Like, what are you? What are you?
They were 8.
You're lukewarm. I want to spit you out of my mouth.
I think they had a decent offseason.
Is Michael Penix Jr. going to have free reign to try to
Here's the thing,
be the next quarterback?
The Falcons had a really good start to the last year, and then they were in first in the NFC, and then I think Kirk Cousins injured his shoulder, refused to sit out because he had Michael Penix nipping at his heels, and it turned into an absolute dumpster fire.
The Falcons have so many top-tier pieces.
They're in Sunday Night Football.
It's
week 2.
It's all down to how they are going to be managed.
Sunday Night Football week 2 is Vikings and Falcons.
Yikes. That sucks.
Why? I am not waiting all day for Sunday night if that is the matchup.
That's like tonight on MLB Sunday. We've got the heart-pounding matchup of Rockies, White Sox.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my thing with the Falcons. The Falcons have so many pieces that are really, really good. If you look at them from like a fantasy football perspective, there's so many Falcons that you should be taking like in the top rounds of your draft.
Bijan, Drake London.
It comes down to how are these pieces going to be used on the football field, and do you have faith in the Falcons front office and staff that they are actually going to be able to put those pieces to use this year? Because I
do. I think Michael Penix for getting thrown in the fire, just here we go. We're gonna, he was told at the beginning of the year, yeah, you're sitting.
Yeah.
And I think he fully expected to sit.
I like Michael Penix.
Yeah.
But it's so messy. Why is it so messy?
They had so many games they should have won last year. And I think Michael Penix can get them those wins. And so, all right, let me ask you, are you drafting Kyle Pitts?
I don't know. Like, just like in general, like if Kyle Pitts comes
Let's
across
say round 9, Kyle Pitts is there.
Am I allowed to look up his fantasy?
ADP? No.
Okay, so hands off the keyboard. Tight end, right?
Yeah. Who was supposed
round 9.
He was supposed to be like the next Travis Kelce.
See, it's tough because I already have my tight end locked up right now. Position, if we're talking about like our league. So I'm trying to, it's just like blank slate. I don't have a tight end and it's round 9. So let's assume that like my top, I think you could take a flyer on.
That's crazy.
But think about how bad the tight end position was last year.
It really wasn't as bad as you make it out to be.
It was so terrible.
Chigakonkwo from Tennessee Titans put up a tight end 1 performance.
It was impossible to find.
I picked up David Njoku, like.
It was impossible for me to find a tight end that actually put up points. I had to trade for Trey McBride because I was so tired of not knowing whether or not I was going to actually get production of the tight end position.
I think you just didn't do enough research on tight ends.
Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift.
He took a huge
tight end,
step
good.
back.
George Kittle, Old Spice commercial, Travis Kelce, George Kittle, Taylor Swift. That was my tight end research. I'm just describing the average tight end research for not just me. Like, let's not just pretend like I'm not the only one that isn't like deep diving tight end stats. Like, you either had a top 5 tight end last year or you were going to the waiver wire and trying to make something work.
No. So I think you look at the quarterback. What is a tight end? A tight end is a safety net and a red zone target, right? And so you target teams that have a quarterback that need that. And
but
so Trey McBride is one of those. Obviously, Brock Bowers was one of those.
Right.
You know what I mean? Sam Laporta, he struggled at the start of the year because he was not one of those anymore.
But you're saying that you don't even take a fly, like if you don't have a top tight end target gone, you don't take a flyer on.
He's got to be like round 12.
Really?
Yeah. Because he's been so boom or bust, dude. I've drafted Kyle Pitts when
he's
was
still
at the
young
peak.
though, is he not?
Yeah, but he's in he's been a contract year. He's had 1,000-yard season.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I don't know. This is longer talking about the Falcons than anyone should have to.
We started talking about fantasy football.
Okay, can we do the Saints just because it'll be quick?
I got a snake, man.
Saints are bad, right?
Dumpster fire.
Okay.
Move on.
Okay. The Panthers.
They'll have the number 1 pick this year.
Oh, hang on. Let me look.
They'll have the number 1.
Is there a team that I think will finish worse than the Saints? Maybe the Raiders.
Shut up.
Maybe. I don't think the Titans will be quite as bad as the Saints are.
No.
I don't think the Colts will be. Oh yeah, I would take that bet every day.
Every day.
You gotta. Maybe the Browns.
Maybe
the Browns might have enough.
You got it. Okay, you got me there.
It's definitely a Browns Saints. It's a 2-horse race For sure. Browns and Saints.
Yeah.
So the Panthers have been bad for a long time, but I don't think the Panthers will be as bad as they've been.
There's some life in Carolina.
Who would have thought?
Tetero McMillan looks like a beast.
I know they're about to get let out of the closet for their annual 3-year window before being shoved into the back.
What a weird coming into your spotlight for Bryce Young.
Oh yeah,
just looking awful, looking like an absolute undeniable I'm a bust.
Yep.
To hey man, it's kind of not so bad. I just got pretty good.
Well, it was like Bryce Young got sat and you will never see him again.
Yeah, that's what you
thought. And then was it the next week?
No, it was. I think he sat for 2 or 3 weeks,
maybe. And then all of a sudden it's like the Panthers are terrible, but Bryce Young is the lone bright spot on this team.
Yeah.
I don't really understand what happened, but insane. Okay, Bryce, let's see you do it for a whole season now.
Yeah.
Now that
he's looking,
there's actually some hope.
He looks in his first year he looked absolutely lost out there. When he started year 2, there was no confidence there whatsoever. I venture to guess taking a step back and just reinvigorating his love for the game and being a leader and solidifying that spot as not even the starting quarterback, as I can lead this team. I think that did wonders for him, which is so weird because you do not see that very often.
Yeah.
I can't think of a time where you've seen that work successfully.
It's a cool story. This team still isn't a playoff team.
I don't know about that.
Really? You're that high on the Panthers?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I kind of want to hear you talk about the Bucs then, because I think you're low on the Bucs again.
I am low on the Bucs again.
And you were low on the Bucs last year, and what happened? And you were low on my hero. And I don't know what the obsession is with Baker Mayfield at this point.
You have.
I think
you need to go to.
I think the problem
Baker
is
Mayfield fanboy club.
Well, there's a couple contributing factors.
Hi,
One,
my name is Isaac, and I'm addicted to Baker Mayfield.
So I think my love for Baker was first watching how he transformed the Browns culture. That was so cool after following how bad the Browns were.
Yeah.
And then 2, I loved him more because of how terribly the Browns treated him, making him play injured and then acting like he was the problem. And then the career renaissance that Baker Mayfield had has been super fun to watch, even though he was on the Rams for a bit. And that made me sad when he did good on the Rams. But I just love Baker Mayfield. And in my NFL 23 season, the Seahawks... My management of the Seahawks, we acquired Baker Mayfield just like the Seahawks should have. And guess what? Super Bowl champs 2 years later.
Yeah.
That's how good of a general manager I am.
Mm-hmm.
I think, the Bucs do not have the same team that they had last year. But I think that will the Panthers be a little bit better? Yes. Are the Falcons maybe a playoff team? Yes. I still think the Bucs are the team to beat in this division.
You're talking about a team that the year before there was 3 teams fighting for a playoff spot with losing records. This division is very easy to overcome.
That's why I think the Bucs will be good.
No, I'm just saying I just don't sleep on the Panthers.
The Bucs schedule is not ideal, I will say.
No.
But I still think that they are a better football team than the Panthers.
Eagles, Seahawks, 49ers, Lions, and they get a layup. Saints, Patriots, Bills, Rams.
Yeah, it's not the easiest schedule on paper.
Back-to-back road games.
Yeah. I like Bucky Irving. I like Baker Mayfield. I think that the Bucs are capable of winning this division again.
I think they're capable for sure. I just don't want to sleep on. I don't want to sleep on Carolina. I think that they could be. Every year you have teams go from worst to first, and I think if you were going to make a bet on a team that was going to go worst to first, based on this division, I think you could definitely put Carolina in that conversation.
Okay, Bryan. The Tampa Bay Bucs were 10-7 last year.
Yeah.
Do you think that they will be better or worse or the same?
I think they'll be worse.
I would bet on this team going 10-7 again.
No.
And in order for the Panthers to pass them, they would have to win The Panthers have to go from a 5-12 team to a 10-7 team to make
That's
the
what
playoffs.
I'm saying. That
You think the Panthers are going to improve by 5 wins?
What did I just say? What did I just say?
I just wanted to hear you say that.
What did
I heard you
just say?
I want to hear you say, I think the Panthers are going 10-7.
Every year, 3 teams go from worst to first.
I want you to look at that camera.
Across,
look at the camera straight on.
No,
and
listen
say,
to me. You listen here, Linda. Look across these divisions. Who is in a better position to go from worst to first than Carolina?
The Falcons, who still had a losing record last year.
The Falcons weren't worst.
The Panthers weren't. I think the Saints were technically worse. But okay, tied for last. Tied for last.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm looking at all the divisions now and making this determination. Is that what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Oh, worst to first.
You gonna say the Jets are gonna do that?
No. What, the Browns? The Browns finished.
Tennessee gonna do that?
No.
The Raiders gonna do that?
Definitely not.
The Giants gonna do that?
Okay, so no one has a better.
The Bear. I guess you could make an
Actually,
argument
no,
with
the Niners.
Bears.
The Niners.
No.
Niners have a way better chance of
The
going
Niners
worst to
have
first.
lost their entire contending team.
Oh, I hope that they do terrible still, obviously. But, like, I don't know. Never don't want to be too excited for.
The Raiders need to transfer to the NFC. I'm just looking at
just trade the Raiders and the Seahawks back.
Like,
no thanks.
What is happening?
I'm okay not being in a division as the Chiefs. Ugh. Fine, then let's just rank them then. Rank this division. If you're so high on the Panthers. You ready? Say the Panthers are going to be first.
Panthers, Bucks,
crazy.
Falcons, Saints.
You have the Falcons in 3.
Yeah.
And you have the Panthers in 1.
I think that Penix is going to show some flashes, but I think there's going to be a learning curve come mid-season. And I think this division will come down to the final stretch, and I think Carolina will pull it out. I think Bryce Young is a new man, and I really like their coach, and I really like what they did this offseason. I love Chuba Hubbard. I love Terrell McMillan. I think they can do a lot more damage than people give them credit for.
So
that's my bold prediction of the year is Carolina will win the NFC South.
See, last year I let you do this to me where you had like this super crazy take about how this terrible team.
And you're like, I want a crazy take.
And I was like, well, maybe I should rank them too.
Isaac as a sports addict.
But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that because when I went back and watched, it was like, why did I take the Bears in 3rd and not last? Oh, that's right, because Bryan was like super high on the Bears or something like that. I'm not falling it for it this time. Bucks, Falcons, Panthers, Saints. Nice and easy.
Just be ready to eat your words, my friend.
Oh, okay.
Be ready.
Okay. You're putting your faith in the Panthers.
Yeah. Realistically, it's probably going to be Panthers in 3rd. But I can see a way, a path.
I could see a world where I'm flying on a private jet.
I can't see that world for you.
In a year.
I can't see that.
But
I don't see
No, I could see it. If I have some long lost uncle that leaves me $1 billion, that doesn't mean it's going to happen, though. Exactly. I don't see the Panthers. Same. I'd say equal chances that I have some long lost uncle that leaves me $1 billion versus the Panthers being first. I'm going to say
it one more time. Every year we have a team go from worst to first. Every single year. And this could be the Panthers' time to do that.
Even when we're rooting against each other, sports bring us together. Not on this take, though.
Boo,
I don't even know if sports can bring us together on this one.
Boo this man, Carolina.
Next week, we get to talk about our favorite divisions.
Yeah.
So actually,
that means no crying over the Mariners. Full episode, AFC West, NFC West.
No crying over the Mariners?
No crying over the Mariners.
What about right at the beginning?
Full episode, AFC West, NFC West.
Fine.
No, because you'll go on a tangent for 20 minutes.
I will do that.